Maybe. Maybe. There we go.
I had to suspect that that's what was going on anyway.
There's no reason he shouldn't have qualified.
Whoa. Whoa. Might have to back
What?
this. We might have to back this up. We're having.
His nickname is Superbad.
There we go.
Oh,
Here
I
we
hope
go.
we don't
Here we
lose
go.
everything. I'm gonna feel like a jackass.
What kind of things do they do in the establishment called?
You're way too
Pretty
excited
sure
about this.
she gets a lot of comments about how effing hot she is, so she's probably tired of him. But
Well, you kind of had to suspect that that's what was going on anyway.
there's no reason he shouldn't have qualified. I guess he did crash kind of twice.
Throwing
Yes.
that at the wall and seeing if it sticks.
This is the Talkin' Moto podcast.
Hello, pretty face, I've seen you along the way. I'd like to get to know you, if that'd be okay. These questions that I ask, they might seem a little strange, or forward to your mind, even sound a bit deranged. Prepare them for the time, you see all I am is peeking at this checklist that I have, and the boxes I'm deleting. It's both for our own good, and it's what I do to say, if a future we do have, if conversation would remain.
Holy. Can I say shitballs? I did. Doing it anyway. Little rough start there. Forgot to put some stuff in the right spot, but that happens. But, alright guys, thanks for listening. Talkin' Moto podcast. We've been on a little bit of a hiatus lately, which I'm alright with. Nice little break. Yeah, a few other things going on, but thanks everyone for listening. And thanks everyone that's been helping us out this year. It is almost over. We got, one more show to go? And then that's it for this year. But big thanks to everyone helping us out. Mike at MB1 Suspension. Everyone at Moto Kazi, Plainview Power Sports, Clayton at Fine Tune Motorsports, Jason with the Northland MX, Chad and Andy at the Open Mic Podcast and SKD. How you boys been doing?
Nah.
I want to hear how Jason's doing today.
I don't know. I'm not a mechanic, Jason, but what happened?
I don't feel good.
Yeah, it's so bad he had to take the day off of work.
I don't know if that's related, but
So you went and did what was that? Was it a hair scramble?
yeah, went and did the hair scramble at Hurricane yesterday. And yeah, it didn't go so good.
Yeah. Do we have a final verdict on what happened?
No, not really. I know I have 2 very large holes in my motor, and that's about it right now.
So something inside decided it wanted to become outside.
Oh no, it all stemmed from a crash in the rocks that basically pushed my kickstart shaft through the other side of the case.
Oh,
dear.
both cases are bad?
So the transmission cover has a hole in it where the shaft goes in, and then it pushed everything out the case on the other side. Which I didn't find until today when I got up the nerve to go look at it and found like all the internals laying down basically they're basically part of my shock now.
Damn it.
It's kind of a freaky deal. It was like, I think it was second lap when I went down and kept the bike running, so I didn't think anything of it. I could smell oil, but whatever. I figured it was just getting hot. And made my pit stop. We topped off the fuel, and I shut off the bike when we did that, and it wouldn't start, but I wouldn't kick over at all. So I was kind of worried about it, but whatever, we push started it, and it started. So I took off again, and all I could smell was burning oil. And finally ended up killing it out in the middle of nowhere, like 3 miles away from civilization. And yeah, that's when I looked down and noticed the holes and the oil everywhere. So hoofed it back to the gravel road, and luckily some guy stopped by with a trailer and picked me up and hauled me back to the truck.
Ay, ay, ay.
Hey, look on the bright side. At least you'll get to go through your motor. It'll be nice and fresh.
Yep.
It's Motor Monday at Fine Tune Motorsports.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Drop that baby off.
Then on the way home, I'm not really sure if it was related to me not being in shape or what, but had to pull over and throw up a couple times. And that's what I've done for the last 24 hours, pretty much.
Yeah. Ah, shit.
So things are just peachy around here. How are you guys doing?
Hey, but the Wild won the other day.
Yeah,
Have
nail
they
biters,
played since
man.
then? I don't know.
No, they don't play again until Thursday.
So that's good. That's a positive note.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, the boss lady, she's fighting some. She's got like the black plague cough or whatever. So that's we got that going on out here.
All I know is I've never puked so many times and had it be just pure water.
That's no good.
It's really weird. But now that I've grossed everybody out, we can change the subject.
Wow. Well, I had fun on your motorcycle a couple weeks ago already.
Yeah.
So that was
it was still a motorcycle then.
Yeah. Jeff, I think we had to give you a hard time because you weren't there. Oh, he's muted.
Oh.
But
he missed out. That was a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty funny because like my intentions were to maybe hop on like a pit bike or maybe even just take like your bike and just like tootle around. Oh, I pretty much did tootle around, but like, you know, not get boots and get wild with it, but I wasn't much for jumping. Obviously, it's been quite a while, but I had fun.
I was impressed that you even got out there. I thought all of our talking was going to be for naught. So when I came back and you were like, I need your helmet, I was like, oh, this is happening? Okay.
Yeah, Amber was like, you want to go out there, don't you? I'm like, maybe. I'm like, she's like, you want to go. Why don't you go out there? I was like, And then all of a sudden Lee's like, well, I got a pair of pants. And I'm like, I don't know if they're going to fit me, but they fit me. Your boots fit me. The extra large helmet fit me. And, yeah, good to go to get out there. So
you don't get many opportunities.
I'd put money on you being faster than me at this point.
I don't know.
I'd probably say no.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense, Scott, but no.
It's okay. I felt fast. And I got both tires off the ground. But yeah, that was the weirdest part is like some of those jumps, you know, it's just been so long. It'd be like, yeah, it'd be fun to try it, but ugh. You know, I don't need that right now. But got after it a couple times and yeah, so thanks for letting me borrow some equipment and yeah, I had a blast. Speaking of that, I got Moto Kazi right on the old top of the list. So that's coming up. They got the banquet. That's not this weekend. That's going to be the following weekend, right? The 23rd. So what I got. So beautiful new preg. I don't think I'm going to make it this year, boys.
Oh.
You're
Disappointing.
going to have to get wild without me.
I don't know if I'm going to make it either, but
Jason's going, right?
I got my drinking in this weekend for the year, so I probably don't need to drink again for the rest of the year.
Don't be a quitter. What'd you guys do this weekend?
Oh, my brother-in-law turned 40, so we went and took a hayride down in small town USA. From bar to bar, town to town. It was fun.
Cool. Um, let's see. What else? What else? Jason, how did that? You went down for the Viking Clash, right?
He did.
We lost.
It was a triple header.
What's your take on that, Jeff? Do you like that, or trying to find it here? There's a few.
I like the idea of it. I see there was a lot of jibber jabber about it, confusion, and I don't know, a lot of questions. But my biggest concern when I first heard about it was that it was 2 weekends back to back right at the end of the year, and I just don't like the 2 weekends back to back. I don't care that they're at the end of the year. I just don't like that they're so close to one another. Because my concern would be doing something like what happened to Jason. So you know, drop your bike and blow it up. Well, then you got a week to figure out parts and everything else, or borrow a bike or something.
So,
And I don't know. I just think that if they space them out a little bit more, it could be a really good concept.
like maybe one like a mid-season and then one toward the end.
Yeah, something like that. I think, you know, or even if they were just, you know, like 3 weeks apart. I don't know. We'll see if next year, if my situation allows me to be more involved or not, and see if I go participate in it.
Yeah.
If it's a good time.
Yeah, I think that's what I had kind of read too. Was just there's like a lot going on. There's that, the Viking Clash, and just a lot going on one weekend, which I get. I mean, you can kind of get everyone together, but then I think you're kind of maybe getting people that, you know, they're maybe there for the Viking Clash only, you know, and really don't care about the rest of it. But I could just be blowing that out of my butt too. I wasn't there.
Did we know what happened to Jason here? Is he
No,
broken?
he could be.
Maybe he's vomiting again.
He could be. We could be a man down. A man down early. Oh yeah, I gotta give a little shout out to the old the Cedar Lake Arena. You guys gonna go out there? You into the winter riding, Jeff?
I currently have a motorcycle that's for sale, so depending on if that sells, I may or may not be there. I definitely like going there, but it's got to be like at least 30 degrees outside, otherwise I think it's kind of miserable. But
nope. So yeah, that's all gonna kind of get rolling here. I believe Jessica said they're gonna start building the track here at the end of the month. I believe October 28th is what I got written down. So that kind of all kicks off November 7th. But yeah, have to go. It's just cedarlakearena.com for all the full schedule. What is it? Like open practice. That's got to be the 7th. I got Friday 3 to 9, Saturday 10 to 7, Sunday 10 to 5. But
now, are they doing a race series?
yeah.
Or are they just doing?
No. They're having a 4-race like winter series. So the first one is the December 12th. But
Yeah.
she said to check out their new Facebook page. So just search Cedar Lake Arena. And yeah, it's all on there. So check it out.
What? It's the best place to ride in the winter, that's for sure.
It never bothered me because I went up to the Moto City one?
The Moto Dome.
Yeah. Whoa. What's he doing?
The temperature never bothered you?
No. I had my van, and I also had. It didn't bother me when I had my van because obviously your van, you know, temperature inside your van is, you know, your bike's going to be like that temperature, you know. So you drive up there and you unload it and it starts right up.
Yeah.
But then I've gone up there before, you know, it's 10, 20 degrees out. You got the bikes in the back of the truck. And you drive up there and you spend an hour kicking the dang thing, getting it to start.
See, I've never had an issue with any of my bikes starting in the cold temp. I know a lot of guys that did have issues with it, but
yeah,
I don't know. It just never ever bothered any of my bikes to start in the cold, but I just don't. My body doesn't work very well when it's cold. My muscles don't work properly, and so riding isn't a ton of fun when it's super cold. But like I said, when it's 35 degrees or so outside, and it's nice inside there. It's like 50 inside there, so it's pretty good. The Moto Dome's changed a lot too since you were there. I don't know if you remember or if you've been there at all when they enclosed the pit area.
No.
They built like a. It's not the pit area, I guess. It's like the spectating area. They built like a 2-tiered area that's enclosed. That's a little warmer.
Okay.
So you could hang out and actually warm up a little bit.
No, yeah, it was.
So
It was always warm your bike up outside and then roll it in, and then like you start it 10 seconds before your gate drops.
yeah,
But that's been
No,
a
that,
long time ago.
yeah. I spent an entire. I don't know if it was 1 or 2 winters. I went there back in probably 2003. I spent all winter riding there because I lived up north there, so I rode their whole series, and that was it was pretty fun.
The only thing I didn't like about
But-
riding, like you said, the cold is just it's just I don't know if it's so much the cold or the exhaust mixed with the cold, but yeah, it jacks with you a little bit.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people complaining about their lungs hurting and stuff.
Yeah. Let's see here.
It's nothing worse than Fergus Falls a couple years ago when Lee was doing it. The back area, you'd go into the back where there's like an unheated portion, and your chest would hurt so bad just from taking you're only out there for 10 seconds, but as soon as you went out there, it was like a cold blast in the face, and then your hands would cramp up and your lungs would hurt from the 3 cold breaths you took in. Especially because every time we went up there, it seemed to be, 0 degrees out at best.
It's God, it's been forever.
I don't know. I just pretty much hate the winter, so I just prefer to hole up and. What the?
Did you hear that?
Well, what's happening?
Just checking something. It's been a while. But I want to make sure, I should be coming through. All right, I'll stop. I'm stopping.
Stopping what?
It's been a while. Making sure this thing's all working. I am starting to think it's probably my computer, that we have all these issues with.
Well, who else's computer would it be? I'm on my phone, so.
Even now you're on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
What the fuck?
We were just talking
No.
about this.
I could hear you guys the whole time. Whatever.
I think my CPU is maxed out. So I'm really trying to get a new computer.
You and me both, brother.
So hopefully that'll help a lot of the issues. And I got a bunch of other stuff I want to try too, and it's just the laptop works. It's all right, but we need to move on a little bit and find a little something else.
It's all good. I just don't know what happened there. It's like all of a sudden I'm trying to talk to you guys and you're not talking to me. So I was getting mad. It's like, you guys suck. I'm here.
I'm right here.
I can go back to the couch.
You guys want to hear my random trip to the ER story?
I just want to make a comment on you guys talking about the Cedar Lake and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this went public yet. I don't know if it's supposed to, but I don't care. I'm going to tell you anyway.
All right.
MX Plus has apparently signed a lease with the Stamshires at Kellogg for next year. So that means basically the same guys that are running Cedar Lake Arena will be running Kellogg next year.
Oh, cool. Nice. That's good, right?
And yep, that's a good thing. That's they run Arkansas too, so
Okay.
I think that's a sweet deal. I'm really excited about that actually.
Nice, nice. I want to say,
Now, does this open the door for them to get Arkansas into the district?
No, the door was already open, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
how did
I'm not sure how much I'm at liberty to say there. I probably
Well,
probably already said too much.
hit the dump button, Scott.
That's fine.
This way we'll find out who actually listens to this show.
There we go.
If I get in trouble, we know people listen.
How did all that go? Because there was a district meeting, right, last Wednesday. Is that right?
Yeah, but I didn't go. I just read it in the minutes.
Okay. Cool. No, that'll be fun.
Oh, look, Jason joined the call. That's nice of him. I just got the notification that said you came in here.
Things are a little slow.
Hey, what's that baby doing?
Now we have a baby?
Well, I do, but I have her blanket in here, and she's out there, and she's usually not too far from her blanket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to butcher this guy's name, but we might have picked up a listener here. But anyway, so like I said, Amber's been having like this cough, right? So last Wednesday, I'm like, all right, let's go to, it's like I just happened to like that day look at my pay stub, because I don't know. This is probably a bad thing. I don't know how much I bring home. I don't know how much is deducted. Like, it's all electronic, right? So I just go to work and I come home. Go to work, I come home. So I just happened to be on there looking, and it's like, what we pay for insurance, this and that. And it's like I come home and she's just coughing away, and I'm like, what? Let's go to the doctor. It's been a couple days or a week. I'm like, at least figure out what the heck's wrong with you and at least get you something to get you better. So he's like, all right. So we go to the urgent care in beautiful Maquanago, Wisconsin. So we walk in and we get her signed up, and we're walking in, and I walked by this guy, and he was in a wheelchair, and just like his body shape or whatever, I was like, man, I've seen this guy before, but I don't know where right off the top of my head. So I walked by him, and he's got a Fly Racing shirt on. I'm like, all right. I thought I recognized you, and like, you got a Fly shirt on, and I'm like, I've seen this guy before, and I'm sitting there, and normally I'm like the type of person that if I see you and I like, do I know you? Do I not know you? I usually won't say anything, but I'm like, all right, I'm going to go ask this guy. I'm like, hey, I think I've seen you before, but I'm not quite sure where. And I'm like, you go up to Millville at all and, used to take photos? And he's like, yeah, I've been up there a couple times. So I want to say his name is Rick. Hopefully I got that right. I have his business card, but not in front of me. But yeah, I just kind of...
How do you think that you got Rick wrong?
No, not like...
Tough one to screw up.
Not like...
I hope his name is Rick. I hope I got that right.
Not that, like, is it Rick? Or am I thinking different name? Like, I know how to say Rick. I think it's Rick's Picks was the name of his business thing. So.
Okay, I'm super, super disturbed that you recognized a man based on his body shape.
Why? No. Like, a guy... okay.
That's what you said. You said, I recognized his body shape.
Well, I meant like...
Hey, I've seen that body before.
Oh, God. All right. You need to calm down. But
I don't recognize your face, but your body sure looks familiar.
Okay.
I can honestly say I don't think I would see...
Okay. What I meant was...
I've seen that ass before.
I've seen that ass before.
All right. Screw you.
Well, you said he was in a wheelchair, so he was sitting down, so you probably were like, yeah, I've seen them arms before.
Like, I don't know, a guy in a wheelchair. That's what I recognized. So, but anyway, so it ended up asking him, and yeah, we were kind of BSing about Millville and about RedBull and stuff like that. So he could be listening right now. So if you are, thanks for listening.
What up?
Killer.
But I just kind of thought it was random. You know, it was a random deal to go to urgent care at that time and to walk into a place, 5.5 hours away from where I saw the guy last to him being right down the road, and he actually lives just right down the road too. So, yeah, that's it. That's my.
Of all the gin joints in all the world.
Yep. That's all I gotta say about that.
Groovy.
I'm watching Antiques Roadshow. Fun fact. Thought you'd like to know.
I gotta get back on. Oh no.
I never even opened that document you sent. Did you send a document about what we wanted to talk about? Because
it's the longest one ever.
They're random.
Was this?
They're so random. I have random thoughts. And I'm not quite sure, like, the way my brain works, you guys know it's not very good.
That should be a segment on here. Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy Scott.
Well, yeah, I got all
with
kinds
SKD.
I got all kinds of little, not so much fun facts, but...
What the hell? Google Drive.
Jeff, well, I think this is kind of a good and a bad thing. I don't know if you guys saw this, that they're going to start awarding the points for GPs next year for practice.
Oh, yeah, I did for qualifying. Not practice, qualifying.
Whoa, sorry. Whoa.
If they awarded points for practice, I would win all the time. I'm always winning practice.
The only thing I didn't like is, so you're going to get your points for qualifying, but then that's also going to go in with the Moto scores too, right?
Yep, it counts towards the overall, so...
Stupid.
I like the points for qualifying. So first place 5 points, boom. I think that's great. I think your Moto scores should be separate. That makes sense.
Yeah, but I think I don't know. I mean, it is kind of jacked up a little bit that they're including that in the Moto scores, but I don't know how much of an impact it's really going to have on that. I guess it'd be kind of interesting to see, because there's just a lot more math involved now.
Right. Because I just see it as, say they flip-flop Moto scores, or a guy, whatever, gets first in qualifying. Now it's the second Moto. He knows whoever's in front of him, he doesn't need to beat him, because he's got, we'll say the guy that's winning second Moto, he got 6, so he doesn't have any points, So he's kind of got almost like a little cushion that, yeah, he got beat. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I think the goal is to just put that much more emphasis on Saturday qualifying.
Right.
And I think that it obviously will, because the guys are going to, 5 points is quite a bit when you figure there's 17 rounds. So there's a lot of opportunity for qualifying points. But I like the idea. I really do. I guess I don't, I kind of think that it's cool that they're doing that, because what I see happening down the road is that I think Supercross is going to start looking at doing some changes where they start doing some points in the heat races. So that might be interesting. It'd be a good place to test it out over there and see what happens.
Yeah.
Like I said, it'll be interesting to see if it does play a big role. Like you said, if the guy, if a guy didn't do good in qualifying and has no points towards the overall, how motivated is he going to be to push? Even if he can't, even if he beats the guy, he still can't get the overall?
Right.
Is he going to be pushing hard enough just for the points, or what? But I don't know. Should be interesting.
Might have to do a little finessing along the way.
Hey, you know what? It doesn't bother me a bit when places people try new things. You know, it's nothing. No one's saying you can't go back if it doesn't work.
Right.
So
It bothers me when they give points for things other than races.
well, that's a race.
Not really.
They don't give them style points.
That's what it's going to come
Qualifying
down to, though. Pretty soon they'll be judging.
Oh God.
The only thing I thought 5 points. I thought it was kind of dumb that only the top 5 got them. I guess I felt like they should have. I don't know how they could have done it. I guess, but 5 points to me seems like a lot. But I feel like more than just the top 5 should get points too at the same time. So I don't really know how I feel about that.
Well, we just give everybody that tries to qualify a point.
Some participation.
And then they can all have a medal afterwards too.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't go too high because then it's just gonna, really flip flop things.
Here's 25 points for winning practice.
I think how they do it in the GPs too. I think the qualifying time or your qualifying position is your moto pick in both motos, or your gate pick in both motos. I don't think your second moto is based off your first moto. So I think if you crash out of qualifying and just take get seated in based on, I think they must have like a provisional type deal. Well, they never have more than 40 riders anyway, so you crash out and get last gate pick, but you get last gate pick for both motos. So qualifying should already theoretically be really important because you can't turn a shitty qualifying spot into a good gate pick for your second moto. I don't believe. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong, but no one pays attention to the GPs, so I'll just pretend like I know what I'm talking about.
I mean, to me, it sounds like you know what you're talking about.
Well, that's good. I do. I made up the point about me not knowing what I was talking about.
I would love to argue with you, but I got nothing.
How did you end up? Man, I'm gonna get all confused. Did you?
Holy shit.
Could you pay and watch the MX of Nations? Did you do that, Jeff?
I did not do that because it was $23. If it would have been the regular $7, like all the other races all year, I would have paid for it in a heartbeat. And then I realized later that paying for it was kind of silly because they aired all 3 motos almost uninterrupted. So why would I pay for it when it was on CBS Sports later that day?
I really like the Emig, and who's the guy that announces all that stuff?
Paul Malin.
Yeah, I like
those guys. I thought they were pretty good together. Yeah.
And I think what I liked about it the most, and this will make me sound like an asshole, but I didn't have to listen to the Geico plug, and it's just like, obviously, what was it on Ustream or whatever? So like you're watching it on TV, and it's like when you're watching like the normal outdoors, it's like you kind of know when they're gonna go to a commercial or that when they come back from a commercial. It's like this thing was just like cut right to like a commercial, It's like you didn't know.
That's how all the GPs are.
Yeah, I liked it.
Well, the reason is because they're not doing a television show; they're doing an internet broadcast. Because I think because of the difference in countries and all that, I think 90% of their viewers watch it online, and they get the full thing uninterrupted. So there is no we'll be back, after these words from our sponsors or whatever, however Wygant says it. So it's just abrupt, like boom, commercial time.
Yep.
Bitches.
I was all right with it.
Yeah, it was a decent, actually really good racing. I talked to a couple people that already knew the results, like right away in the morning. I'm like, you guys are dumb. You got to stay off Facebook and stay away from Racer X and any other place that you can learn the results. And stay away from your brothers, apparently, because one of my buddies' brothers spoiled it for him. It's like, that's just a punch in the face. And then I seen him a week later, and he's like, I still haven't watched it. Like, you idiot. So I queued it up and watched it for him, but
Yeah,
I had it spoiled for me.
I am like, I hate that with a passion. I do not even want to watch it if I know the results. But I was super on edge because
Exactly.
I had no idea what was happening. And it was actually really freaking good. It was good racing, and it was really, really close for first and second. So
hey, third place was right in there.
I think in a normal year, that third place wouldn't have been so far back. Because what were they saying? Like, France won it this year on like 16 or 17 points, and last year they won it on like 28 or something.
Yeah,
So
I don't
they
remember.
did exceptionally well.
Right.
I think their worst was a fifth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't we throw Cooper's out, right? And he had a 6. That was the worst one for us.
Yeah. Yeah, they did really good too. They would have won it last year with their score. The U.S. would have.
Yeah, I don't have.
So you never know. It's just that to me that event's pretty damn cool. And this year it kind of sucked because there was a bunch of big hitters that were out. But I don't know. I think it's really a cool event. It's even cooler when we don't have our best guys, and we still send over, a really really solid team, and it makes it interesting.
The only thing when I was watching the races, and I know we have them here, but nowhere near as many. Could you hear the damn air horns? I'm like, oh my god, that just. Honk, honk,
Did you
honk.
see? I mean, the way that track was laid out, that to me is so freaking cool. Like that, the sea of people is unreal
Yeah.
because they have all the spectators in one area basically, and it was just like an amphitheater setting. The hillside. It reminded me of Millville a lot. How they've got, it would be like Millville if the whole track was out there on those hills and there wasn't the sand wash. It would be almost identical to Millville in that way. But I don't know. It was kind of a lame track as far as the track goes, but it was kind of boring, and I don't know. There was nothing really super spectacular about it. The only thing that was cool was that downhill triple was kind of cool, but
Who was it that got? Was that Ansty?
yeah, Nancy got landed on there.
Yeah, it looked.
I think he broke his neck and broke a couple vertebrae in his neck and broke his shoulder blade.
Yeah. I guess I didn't hear any
Yep.
of that.
He got pretty jacked up, but I think he'll be totally fine. But
I think I heard he got concussed. That was about it.
oh, I'm sure he did. It looked pretty bad. He didn't get clipped as hard as he could have gotten clipped, so it was probably maybe a little better than it could have been. But did you see the video of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. More of his impact might have actually happened when he flipped over the front and went down the hill into the. Because by the time he flipped over his bike and went careening down the hill, he was probably falling 15 feet or better.
I was gonna say. I mean.
And he went into the banners too, I think, or like the signs or whatever.
That's the one thing that sucks about TV is you really kind of lose like the depth, and how steep everything really is. But yeah, Pete in the chat room. I forgot about it, but Jeremy was up at Mora that weekend right before or the day before they left, so that was pretty cool. Tearing it up with the locals.
It is very cool.
Did we lose Jason again?
No, I'm here.
No.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right.
I honestly don't have anything in my little list of stuff on the MX Nations. Oh yeah, I did. My bad.
It's in the title, bro.
This is how my brain works. I have France. Pretty much Team France and USA. Everyone else did shitty. And then I have Townley. Kind of. I don't know. Took the inside on the start of that third moto. Did you see that part? Where he kind of got bumped off the track and kind of. I don't know.
Did he look like he gained an advantage? I'm pretty sure. Didn't he kick ass that moto?
Yeah, it's the one he didn't win it, did he? Got second?
No, I think he got second or third.
Yeah.
I think he got third, didn't he? Didn't Barbashev get him at the end or something? Or
Yeah, see, I don't have any of the results. But I don't know, it just seemed it looked like he landed and it kind of accelerated, like there's no money. But it's just like I don't know. I almost compared it to a pro's version of like an amateur weekend, you know? Like you really don't have anything to gain, but you're risking obviously they go obviously a lot faster than amateur guys, but I mean you're still risking the same thing, you know? So like the risk versus reward.
what, like risking the same thing that we all risk when we go pay to go do this?
Right. I mean, yeah, you're not
I think
making
that's a pretty crappy
like-
excuse.
You mean like paying $35 to race and doing $2,000 worth of damage to your bike?
Yeah,
Zing.
that risk versus reward scenario didn't work out real well for you.
No.
but I don't know.
I don't think that's kind of stupid. I mean, that's right. They're think of the exposure they get for their sponsors, at least, and all the different pictures and stuff that are taken. You think they could work that into their contract? Hey, if I'm selected for the MXDN, can I get a little bonus? Or, you know, I mean, just because there's no money in it currently doesn't mean they couldn't negotiate that. Get their agents on it.
Right, but it's I don't know. I guess what I was trying to say is like, yeah, you're not making any money, but I'm guessing all that stuff is covered. It's not costing you any money to go over there.
No, of course not. They're not footing any of the bill, but I don't know. You know, we didn't hear about any of this when we were winning. You know that, right? Like, no one complained that they weren't getting paid for it when we won every year.
Right.
They went there and they were happy to do it. Well, now they're starting to get their ass beat lately, and not that they got their ass beat this year. It was pretty close, but, I mean, I feel like there's a lot more excuses coming out when they've lost 4 times in a row. But, whatever.
Hey, you can't win them all.
I agree. And yes,
You can't win them all. They don't have to win them all. Who expects that, you know? I mean, it's an entertaining weekend, I think. I look forward to it all day, and then I had to stay away from everyone that I knew so that no one ruined it for me, because I'd have been pretty pissed off to have it ruined for me. I had the stupid thing ruined for me, and that pissed me off.
Really? Yeah.
Well, kind of. You know, I got home Saturday night. I was kind of drunk, so I was thinking, I'm going to try to watch this. Because, you know, I don't ever want to quit partying. Well, let's be honest. It was 10 o'clock, and I was home already. And
Did you throw up
I tried
already?
to pull it up on my Xbox.
End up on the bathroom floor.
I didn't end up. I did pass out on the living room floor, though, which was weird. I woke up at midnight, like, freezing my ass off, laying in the middle of the living room floor. And then so I tried to get it on my stupid Xbox. That damn thing never works. I can't play videos from the internet on my Xbox. So it wouldn't stream there, so I had to wait till the next day. But I saw, you know, when I pull up these websites, I, like, try to cover most of the computer screen with my hand and just look at the areas I know I need to click.
Mm-hmm.
But I ruined it for myself. I saw how it ended, but so it kind of lost its whatever luster it had, which it really didn't have any.
No.
But I don't know how to view that thing. I mean, it looks like kind of a fun event, but I don't know how much fun it could be for these guys to like go there and take 2 runs because they're getting booted immediately.
I'd like to see it come to Minneapolis in October.
Here's what I think. I think there should be like an
Terrific
A
idea.
squad and a B squad to at least produce some close racing. Because having Roxon go up against whoever the hell that was like, really? I mean, I get that the number 1 seed gets to go against the slowest guy, but when there's like a 3-second difference or 4-second difference between their speeds.
Yeah, I don't know if that was Roxon and Tapia or Stewart and Tapia. I think it's one of those two, yeah.
Well, it didn't get good until after the first round anyway, and then it was decent guys battling other pretty decent guys. There wasn't such a huge gap.
Right.
And I don't even care. That's the thing. It's one of them things where it doesn't matter if they're going to go 41 seconds or 49 seconds. As long as they're close, that's exciting.
Right.
I don't understand why they don't, why you can't really realize. Like I said, I'd watch, close amateur racing. I'd watch close donkey racing, as long as they're close. But then they put what was that French guy that no one's ever heard of? He goes out there against someone and he wasn't like he was a slouch, but it wasn't even close.
Right.
I don't know where you find donkey racing.
I'm sure you
Might
can
have to
find
get
it if
into
you
that.
look. Probably be cheaper. You wouldn't put an engine or a Kickstarter through the case.
It's got to be cheaper.
They eat a lot of hay.
Donkeys are a dime a dozen.
I know plenty of asses.
Shoot.
But it was something to watch, at least. I went and watched it Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I woke up at 4:30 in the morning. Who knew that, like, drinking all day would make me the most productive person on earth? I was up at 4:30 laying in bed like, God, I'm too freaking wide awake to try to sleep, so I got up and watched the RedBull straight rhythm, and then I got up with my baby a couple times so that my wife didn't have to, and then got out in the yard and cured my hangover by digging holes. Not a good idea, by the way.
Matt says you got to go to Mexico for your donkey racing.
That sounds miserable.
I think we're gonna hit up that.
What, is Matt listening to this thing?
Yeah, we got a few people actually listening.
Jesus.
Crazy.
I'm a little bit shocked.
I know. Me too. But yeah, let's hit up this commercial. Come back. We'll talk more about the excitement at the RedBull Straight Rhythm. How's that sound?
Can't wait.
You're excited. Super excited. All right, boys. We'll be right back. Hey, what is going on, everybody? I just want to say thank you to everyone out there that's been supporting the Talkin Moto podcast. It has been amazing. We have a great group of guys. We have an awesome list of sponsors. So please keep sharing, keep liking, keep spreading the word about the Talkin Moto podcast. And I hope you're enjoying the show. A special thanks to Motokazi.com. Motokazi holds AMA District 23 sanctioned races at both Kellogg and Mankato, as well as hosts the Motokazi Supercross Championship Series, which is all over Minnesota, Iowa, and Wisconsin. They also have organized practice at Kellogg, Jordan, and at Mankato, as well as offer race schools, so you can get all tuned in on all your riding techniques. Make sure to check out Motokazi.com for more details. We would like to thank Mike from MB1 Suspension. Based out of Corona, California, they offer suspension, engine, and coating services. Please give them a call today at 951-371-5045 or check them out online at mb1suspension.com and make sure to tell them that you heard about them from us on the Talkin' Moto podcast. Hey, we got Andy and Chad from the Open Mic. It's a weekly comedy podcast, and they talk about anything and everything, and they usually do. I've been on the podcast a few times, and it is a good time for sure. It's Friday nights, 8 p.m. Central. It's available on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher. There's more information available online at theopenmicpodcast.com. Pro Action by FTM is one of our many great sponsors. FTM offers support to you, the rider, trackside, so when you need it the most, FTM is there for you. Not only do they offer great suspension work, but they also have many other great bike parts and accessories to help you out on the track. So make sure to check them out today at finetune.com. The Talkin' Moto podcast is proud to announce that they've teamed up with Plainview Powersports. Plainview Powersports is your Kawasaki motorcycle, ATV, and side-by-side headquarters. Located in Plainview, Minnesota, you can reach them at 507-534-3520 or check them out online at plainview-powersports.com. All right, thanks everyone for listening to us on the Talkin' Moto podcast. We really appreciate it. If you can, go on to our website, talkinmoto.com. Support those that are supporting us. Everyone's link is up on the website. We're on Stitcher, we're on iTunes, we're on SoundCloud. Everything gets posted up on YouTube. So please give us a like, share, subscribe, and I hope you're enjoying the show. So let's get back to it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, so what I gotta do, we're gonna do a little plug for myself because that's what I want to do. So what I'm trying to do, if you guys don't know, I do screen printing. So it started in October. I'm doing it's just a one color design. Shirt sizes are small through extra large. If you want larger sizes, I can do that, but it's going to affect the price a little bit. But head over to scottkingdesigns.com and yeah, one color design. There's no setup fee, free shipping. So I got a few different price breaks. So 15 shirts, 25 shirts, 50 shirts. So I'm going to try to mix it up kind of probably throughout the winter. Might be some different deals. So maybe one color, might do a two color setup thing. So yeah, check that out. Like me on Facebook, all that other fun stuff. That's all I got on that.
Woohoo!
Shameless plug, right?
It's your show. You can do whatever the hell you want with it.
We can do whatever the hell we want. Sorry, I had to use the bathroom. That's why we kind of cut.
I noticed you kind of got in a scurry there.
Yeah, had to go. I wanted to get. Hopefully Jeff will come back. He's muted himself. I'm gonna go on a rant right now.
Go for it.
And I could be pronouncing this wrong. This restaurant. It's Vivo's Kitchen. Have you heard of this place?
I have not.
It's in Apple Valley, off Galaxy, north of 42. Assholes.
I have no idea. I mean, they're like 10 hours a day. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like, if you go Lakeville, Cedar Ave to 42, hang a right, and I believe that's Galaxy. and then you go north. It's like I always known it as Regatta. I don't know if that's the name of that development because we used to always pick up that garbage. But it's on just like there's like a horseshoe, I think. It's only a one way, and it's like a little business strip mall type of place right in there. And yeah, they weren't very nice to me when I was up there. So
Then-
I dropped off the boss lady and her friend to go have Sunday brunch. And I go in there and I drop them off, I go do my running, and I come back texting Amber like, "Hey, where you guys at in here? I'm here." And I'm standing out front. No one wants to help me.
Huh.
People are leaving. Have a good day. I'm just standing there waiting for someone to ask for help. Can I help
Is
you?
it because you were underdressed?
Yeah, perhaps my skull t-shirt or hoodie wasn't, I didn't have my fancy shoes or my scarf on, so I was like, all right, well, if you fuckers aren't going to help me, I'm just going to start running around. So I start walking around the place trying to find them. Then finally someone come up and ask me.
Nice.
So we sit down and I find them and I sit down and they're like, "You want something to eat?" And I'm like, "Nope." And we left and I told Amber, I said, I gladly would have got something there, but they didn't want to help me, so I didn't want to buy anything.
That's the old that used to be Enjoy, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I went in there one day for lunch and like I was wearing what I wear to work, and I felt extremely underdressed.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm not all into being all fancy dressed, I guess, but it is what it
Obviously,
is.
you said something about wearing a scarf. Who does that?
Well, I don't like scarves. On the female. Scarves and those damn Ugg boots. But that's another day. That's another show. But alright, back on track. So I'll have to say Tedesco, Vince Freeze, and RJ Hampshire gave me all the excitement from Red Bull Straight Rhythm.
Hey, don't forget about Dungy. He gave Stewart a run for his money.
See,
Did.
Oh, go ahead, Jason. Sorry.
No, I got my point in. I said he did.
I think I missed. I seen Dungy beat him once, and then I think we had to go because I missed that race. Because then it was what Roxon and Stewart, right, for first or whatever. I missed all of that.
Oh, you didn't miss anything in that one.
Did Roxon cross? Which race did Roxon cross the line? Was that like the last one or
Oh,
something?
the second one.
Second one.
Yeah, super anticlimactic.
Yeah, I don't know. Was it close? Did I miss anything?
I don't know what happened. He just gave up. He quit. I never saw that he actually crossed the line. Like, I got to tell you too. Just another topic, but I don't know what happened. They didn't really say anything. They speculated that he might have crossed the line, and that's why he gave up. But it was stupid.
Yeah, I read that online.
Rick Johnson, RJ is the worst commentator they could find.
Whoa.
He is. Don't disagree with me. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe
Could
he's
have
not
me
that
do
bad,
it.
but
Probably would have been worse.
no, he was really annoying with the horse references. Like he insisted that Wygant say by a nose, and that was really annoying. And I don't know. He's just got that persona, I guess, that he really rubs me the wrong way. He's such a cocky. I don't know. I think he's a d-bag.
Whoa.
I don't really know
I'll go
if
with
that's true.
I'll go with your judgment there. Your judgment is usually pretty good towards D-bags.
I guess I kind of forgot about that until you mentioned it. I did They did do that quite a bit.
I
I
only
don't even
watched the
know
ones
if
that
it's-
popped up here and there on Facebook, so that's all I know of this event.
Yeah, I watched the entire thing,
Yes.
and he got on my nerves a little, I guess. But the event was honestly the only time I got excited at all was when Dungy beat Stewart, because that was a pretty exciting run. Like Dungy was really working hard and beat him, and it was awesome. Just
Right.
I don't know, that was a cool run, but otherwise, and then of course RJ's crash was terrible. I immediately looked for updates on him because I knew it had happened the day before, so I figured there would have been an update posted already. So I went on Racer X and found an update because I thought like he was toast.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty impressive. Did you see it, Jason?
I did.
Here's a dumb question: like, whose effing idea is it to put those walls after a whoop section? Like, where are you more than likely going to get a little shitty and out of control and miss your brake?
I've
Probably
never been
in
able
the
to figure
whoops.
that one out.
Mm.
So let's put the most dangerous obstacle ever if you whiskey throttle right after the whoops.
Now you're talking.
Oh, it's a speed check. Yeah, it puts you into orbit if you hit it too fast. So that will definitely check your speed.
So now you're talking about Freeze's crash.
Well, yeah, but I'm just thinking, like, if RJ would have maintained control in the whoops, but gotten through them and been, like, hanging off the side of the bike or been kind of shitty and whiskeyed it off of it, you know,
We are
he
not
could have done
talking-
what Freeze did.
Mm-hmm.
Did
We're not
RJ
ta- I mean,
crashed
there-
on Saturday on the day before too, right? Is that what you're talking about now?
No, I'm talking about his over the bars, but I'm saying, like, okay, he crashed in the whoops, right?
Mhm.
And that's,
Oh,
I'm saying, if he'd have made it through them, like, let's say, and someone else got kind of crappy in the whoops too, but they hung on to it.
okay.
I'm just thinking that was a really bad combination, I felt like.
I'm smelling what you're stepping in now.
I feel like those walls should be before the whoop section so that they have to accelerate into the whoops rather than come into the whoops with as much speed as they could possibly get.
I feel like
and
there
then have a
shouldn't be
wall right at the end of
walls.
them. Well, I like the idea of the walls because otherwise you'd have a 30-second run or whatever. And so I just think that
it's called a rhythm section, not a rhythm break rhythm section.
Yeah. Well, I think it'd be cool to have a straight up drag race back the other way too afterward. I think that'd be fun. Or like a wheelie contest back the other way.
That was
You
like
have to ride a wheelie from the end to end to qualify.
that was like the sweetest part of yesterday. Not to just totally go off subject here, but to actually have your bike wide open, fifth gear across a bean field, there's no feeling like that.
As long as you don't get any wicked head shake.
Oh man, it was sketchy because it was so freaking windy, but God, it was fun.
What happened?
Sorry.
Hey. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What happened?
I don't know. I lost my Bluetooth, I guess.
Oh, now I'm back.
There you
Sorry.
go. Yeah, you're back. No, I guess
I'm back.
I guess like when I said to have it in Minneapolis, it's just like I don't know. They're kind of bitching about it again, like it's hot in California. It's hot. Yeah. I don't know what else you can do about it.
Well, who was whining about it? Like, because were they saying the Spectator wasn't that good because it was hot?
No, I don't know if it was Malcolm or I thought I heard someone else say it was hot. I don't know.
Get over it. My God.
Fucking hot.
If it had been here yesterday, it would have been 85 degrees.
Yeah.
If it was
See,
today,
I
it
like
would
the
have been
idea of
30.
this. This event would be kind of cool if they put it in a city. I think that'd be cool as hell to like put it, block off a section of street and build it right on the road.
That's what I was just thinking. Close 494.
Yeah.
That would kick
Have them
ass.
go over the overpasses and stuff.
You couldn't do that.
Hey, if we can shut it down for Black Lives Matter, we can shut it down for straight rhythm.
Oh my god.
We could probably kill two birds with one stone.
This is really off topic.
They'd be out there protesting it.
And this is going to be completely.
I was gonna say something about the Stewart brothers being the winners of it and killing two birds with one stone, but I had to stop. Black dirt bikers' lives matter, Scott.
Very frustrating. I was up. Do we want to hear this story? It's not.
Sure.
Well, I haven't heard it yet, so I can't decide.
It's non-moto related, so if you don't want to listen, that's fine. And it's like we go up to. We had a wedding up in like Brooklyn Park 2 weekends ago. Hang on. So I'm up there. I'm watching. We're getting ready or whatever. I'm watching the news. So what was the big marathon race a couple weeks ago in the cities? I'm drawing a blank on the name of it. Is it just the Twin Cities Marathon?
St. Paul. Yeah.
Twin
Cities Marathon.
So like I'm hearing that the Black Lives Matter guys are gonna protest the finish, and it's just like, oh my god. So I'm already kind of irritated with that whole group, I guess. And which could be another topic, another day. But then I'm also watching the news, and they have the slut walk. Did you guys see anything on that?
Yes, I was in it.
I'm like, I looked at Amber.
Did you just say?
Is that not what it's called? The slut walk, right? Maybe I got it wrong. I'm about 98.5% sure that's what it's called.
All right.
I've never heard of this slut walk.
So yeah, it's like I don't know if it's. I'm guessing it's all like a women's group, and they dress up, obviously, kind of
like sluts,
like sluts, and then like they're walking around. I maybe I'm getting the point of this wrong, so it's either my brain or the news, but I take it as, they're protesting against women getting raped, blah 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 blah, and that's fine. And it's like I don't think it's a bad thing, but I'm watching this, and it's like, one, I don't think a woman can get raped. Not only by a man, I think a woman could get in on that stuff too. So I'm like, it's kind of a stab at guys, if you ask me. But then I'm like, all right, so there's this Black Lives Matters, there's this slut walk thing, and I'm like, I look at Amber and I go, what kind of group do I get to be a part of? Like a straight man, white, what can I join and not cause problems?
You could to be in the group that's hated by everyone.
Just like, what was it on Facebook? White, Republican, Christian, and own a gun, or I don't know, something like that. I don't know.
Slutwalkminneapolis.org is the website.
So, but yeah, whatever. So that's kind of my little story with that. Really no point, but that's all I have on that. All right. So, where were we at? RedBull, straight rhythm. So Freezy whiskey throttles it. RJ Hampshire lawn darts it. Stewart didn't crash, which I was kind of, I guess, 50-50. I thought that would have happened.
There was no turning involved.
Yeah. Tedesco looks like he broke his ankle. But yeah, that was it. We had a Talkin Moto Facebook poll, I guess you could say, on the straight rhythm was A, overhyped, B, something to watch, C, they should have more, D, the best thing in Moto, and I had E, give me your best response. B was the overall winner. Something to watch. Thanks to those that participated. Jason, you gave me an E option. But
I did.
It's all good. It's all good.
I didn't see any other E options.
No.
That B, doesn't that pretty much sum up all the off-season shit? It's all just something to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I still think if you are actually there watching it, I think if you're in person watching it, I think it's a lot cooler. To sit and watch it online, it's like it was on and that was it. Like I said,
I feel like this year it was like a much faster paced event. Is that a true statement? I feel like last year it was like 3 hours long, and I don't know if it was this time. It felt like it was a lot quicker.
maybe they just was a little better because did they have more guys? I know they had kind of the lights, 2 classes this time. I think that was new, right?
Yeah, I don't think they split the classes last year, did they?
I don't think so.
I thought it was like a run what you brung.
So
I could be wrong though.
No, I think you're right. So I think that might help. There's just more racing, and they seem like they moved along pretty good.
Yeah, I liked how they had and I don't know if they did this last year too, where they had 2 guys go, and then immediately after that 2 different guys went, and they just kind of cycled through everyone, and then those same 2 guys that started it were right back out there to do their second round of elimination.
Yep.
And it just went quite quick, I thought.
I
feel like.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. I just feel like the commentating could have been better. Hate to beat that dead horse, but.
It's just this is my personal opinion, and it's nothing against them. I just think I just listen to the same people over and over, and I think that's what kind of not spoils it, but makes irritating for me, I guess. But what?
No.
Come on.
No, it's something I just read. I can't repeat it.
Oh God. Are you in trouble?
No.
But no, I liked the elevated start. I thought was kind of cool how they launch off the top of the box there. I thought that was cool.
I liked the Mad Skills track better.
You still playing that game?
Yeah, they released the RedBull Straight Rhythm track on Thursday before the event.
Oh yeah.
So you get to play it for a few days.
Now you're gonna have to share this eventually.
No, I have to save this and watch it later.
Did you see they released the outdoor schedule for next year?
I did.
Actually. Yeah, as long as Spring Creek does not move from where it's at, we're going to be fine. If it goes up a week earlier, we are in serious trouble.
Why?
Because that's the big family picnic thing out here.
Oh.
And it would be extremely tough for me to figure out how I could be in 2 places at the same time.
I'm pretty sure if they went anywhere, they'd probably go back to where they used to have it, which was August, I believe.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they'd go back to where it used to be.
Because it used to be right after Loretta's.
Yeah.
Because that's where most of those guys made their debuts. Was at Millville. Which was sweet, cool. Actually. I mean, from that standpoint, it's pretty cool. not really sure I'm looking forward to anyone's debuts except for that little Austin Faulkner. He'll be good.
Couldn't even tell you.
Kid rips.
He was at Millville, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I've seen some posts on that.
Yeah, he's fast.
Now, I'm going to have to disagree with your brother. He posted this comment in the chat room. He says he can't decide who is worse, Ralph Shaheen or Rick Johnson. I don't mind Ralph. But
I can't talk to you anymore.
Yeah, that came out of left field.
All right. I just blindsided you guys, and you had no idea it was coming.
Honestly, the only thing that I like about Ralph is that outside of the show, like when he's on, I don't know if it was Pulp MX or where he was, but he's actually a pretty decent guy there. And you hear like some of his stories, he's just not the same person that you think he is if you just watch the broadcasts. So in that regard, I like him. I liked him more after listening to that interview, I guess. But I still think some of the crap that they make him say over and over again is irritating. But RJ was not the best, in my opinion, at all.
Do you think it would be better or worse if they could put two people in there and let them go unfiltered as to what they could say? Do you think people would like that more or completely hate it?
Well, I guess I don't know what you mean. Like, just
Well, like,
they're supposed to be calling the race, right?
right.
Not very realistic.
Right. I don't know, just to like...
I don't want to hear them bickering with each other, and that's one of the things that I didn't like about RJ is he was like arguing with Wygant about who was in the final last year, and then he was wrong, and then he corrected Wygant, and then he went back and realized he was wrong, or someone told him you were wrong, or he looked it up, and then came back and apologized and said, oh yeah, you were right. You know, he just, I don't know. I don't like any conflict between the commentators much.
I get you.
Oh, I
I
don't
want
know.
them to be friends.
It's just, it makes it awkward. It's like, just talk about the race or give us something worth hearing about these people.
Well, hell.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
What?
Holy crap.
Something
Check
happened?
out this.
I think a tree just fell on my house.
It is rather windy.
It is extremely windy.
So yeah, the only thing I noticed different is it looks like Southwick's back, huh? Back to the
What the hell?
Moto schedule.
Sweet.
You guys blowing away, or what's going on up there?
I swear to God, it sounded like you said dick pics are back.
No.
Yeah, we're doing dick pics
What?
again.
I swear that's what it sounded like you said. You're like, the only thing I noticed is it looks like dick pics are back. Like, where did you notice that?
It's a new thread on Vital.
Oh my God. Don't follow Scott on Twitter. Apparently you're going to...
He saw that on slutwalk.org.
Yeah, I couldn't help myself. Oh, shoot. Oh,
I can't decide who's worse, Matt writing with lines or Matt not writing with lines.
I should get into this chat room. I forgot that we have a chat room.
Yeah, try to.
Pete said something about the crowd. Yeah, at the Monster Cup, the crowd kind of sucked. It looked like, I don't know. Some of them, and sometimes you could hear the crowd, but then it didn't look like there was a lot of people out there. But I think a lot of it was because the stand was like, all the grandstand area was right by the finish, and if you're going to be right by the finish, you're only going to see a fraction of the track. That's the thing that sucks about it, is it's not a very spectator-friendly deal.
Yeah, but where you'd have to bring something in. I mean, there's no stands that are 2,300 feet long.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where do you watch drag racing from? Because it's the same size.
Yeah, you
And
sit
it's
at
only
the
like
Most of them have stands the whole way.
Was it 1,300 or 2,300 feet, or was it a quarter mile, like 1,300 feet?
No, I thought it was 2,300.
Oh, well, that's a lot longer than a quarter mile.
Hell, I don't know.
The other thing that kind of bugged me too about the whole event is that like everyone did the same rhythm. You know, it would have been cool if they had something that only a couple crazy balls people tried. Whatever.
I don't remember my login. Is that a problem? I'll log in.
What
with
else was I
Facebook.
gonna do at 4:30 in the morning on Sunday? I had nothing going on. I was gonna watch it regardless.
So, how did you watch it? Was it just on the website still, or was it?
Yeah, I just Googled Red Bull straight rhythm, and then went to some website.
Um, I don't. Yeah, see, that's a weird thing, because if you wait for it to come out on television, isn't it in like not October, like November something?
Someone told me it's on next month.
Yeah, like who's gonna watch
I was
that?
like, well, I'm not sure I'm gonna watch it next month.
Yeah. So
I might.
I don't know. And maybe we're just getting like I don't know, spoiled with, the races are Saturday night, and if we can't watch them live, then they're going to be on Sunday. Which I don't know.
I'm getting tired of this bullshit with the networks and all that. I just want everyone to offer what the GPs do and do it that way. Because I would pay for that. I would pay $6 or $7 an outdoor round to watch it uninterrupted whenever I want, or even live. I mean, live is fine too. But I like what they're doing with that because I don't want to waste a Saturday afternoon watching TV when it's nice out
Mm-hmm.
in the summer. And I mean, I got nothing better to do on a Saturday night in the wintertime, but it would be nice. I mean, Supercross has got her dialed in pretty good, but outdoors need to start offering it as a pay-per-view online, I think.
So
It'd make some money.
dumb question. If you buy that, I've never bought one. So if you buy that, and then can you go back and rewatch it, or no?
Yeah. You're buying an archive. I unlock the content. Like, you go to the website, click the GP or whatever, and it says unlock content. You click that, you go pay for it, then you come back and push play, and you can watch it. I always watch it. I very rarely watch it live because it's in a different country all the time.
Right.
So, it's almost always archived. So, but like I said, no commercials, so you see the entire race. There's nothing worse than, like, and Supercross has gotten better, but I hated when you'd go to commercial with 10 laps to go and you come back with 4 laps to go. It's like, what the hell? You missed a third of the race. But now with it live, they usually go pretty close to commercial free during the main events.
Right. Are you okay with your girl going to Arena Cross?
Who's my girl?
Double D.
What do you mean?
I think she's doing some. I don't know if she's doing all of it. I thought I read something. She's doing the Supercross or Arena Cross stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
She's,
I'm over her. I gotta find a new girlfriend.
Yeah, they'll find one. We'll find you one. Let's see. The last thing I got, boys, is this Monster Cup this weekend.
Is that going to be on next month, or
Shit, I didn't even look.
will we be able to watch that live?
That's got to be live, right? Gotta be. Let's look. who see, I posted it up on Talkin Moto's Facebook page. The track. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. I know we talked about it a while ago. But I don't know, I think it looks cool. I like that the start is inside this year. And it looks to be elevated and dropping down. And then that's kind of where the Joker lane. What they should do is leave the Joker lane off the start. That's a good idea. You guys would have to check it out.
I don't even know what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm trying to get to it.
So what's going to happen, I'm guessing, is it's an elevated start. They're going to take off, drop down, and then go down to the first turn. Kind of like normal, right? But I'm guessing after the the start of the race, you know, like how they run the mechanics barriers out.
Yeah.
They're going to run those out onto the start straight. So that's going to be the Joker lane. So when the track eventually comes around and you complete a lap, you're going to bank off the elevated start. And you'll do like kind of like a big U-turn to the rhythm section. Or you're going to bank off the start and you're going to tuck it in and you're going to do a, I don't know, like a 180 left and then a 180 right and then go back down the start straight. Whereas if you've gone around the other way to do the normal part of the track, it looks like it's pretty much a little double to a bigger double. Then you're going to land, turn left, and that's going to hook the two sections back together. I'm pretty sure you guys got all that, right?
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm with you.
But yeah, so I think it looks cool. But I don't know if it's going to be the same come tomorrow or Saturday, but
What's the weather like in Las Vegas this weekend?
hot as balls.
Hot and dry?
Sorry, I had all this pulled up earlier. But I'm only assuming that it's going to be live. If not,
It has been every other year, I believe.
right.
But who knows what network it's on now? Is it Fox Sports 1? Fox Sports 2? Fox
No.
Sports 3?
No.
It's going to be on the Ocho. ESPN 8.
Fox Sports 8? You guys remember when MTV2 was new? I do.
Remember when they had music videos?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see anything on Racer X on it yet.
It's like there's a lot of wasted space on this track map.
What are we listening to?
I'm watching the track map.
Oh. It's like someone's jamming. I don't know. I think it looks all right. I don't know how fast they're going to be coming back in Thunder Alley or whatever, but
Or there's that wall there before the sand section, so
yeah, so depending how big that is, like that's the one thing I didn't really like about like the final. It's just like you got, I mean, yeah, that's cool and they're going super fast, but like I'd rather have jumps down that whole thing than having them come in fifth gear tapped out. But
the Joker lane is just a stupid little chicane.
yep, as of right now.
Interesting. Looks really short.
I'm not sure. That's like complete opposite of what I thought. I thought maybe with kind of, it seems like there's just some more tighter turns. I thought it would actually be slower than in the past.
Well, there's a lot of roundabouts that are all going to be one-lined and make for horrible racing.
Oh shoot. So are we picking Stewie to win?
No.
Dungy to win? Let's see.
Who's all doing it? What's the list?
Hang on.
Who's not doing it, I should say.
No, that's just it. I don't know who's all updated, but I got Millsap, Stewie, Barsha, Dungy, Roxon, Kennard, Reed, Baggett, Anderson, McElrath, Wilson.
Reed's not.
I don't know.
There's no way Reed's doing it.
Says that he's on the list on a Yamaha. Oh shit balls. That's the other thing that irritates me too, but Brayton, Short, Pike, Hahn, Craig, Chisholm, Weimer, Osborne, Hill, blah 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 blah. Yeah, there's a list. Laundry list. But I don't pick Millsaps to win it again. That's for sure.
That does.
Did you ever find those parts for a Suzuki?
What?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
You cracking a joke and I don't know what you're talking about?
Hardly.
Yeah, I think it's tough. I think kind of you had mentioned this earlier, Jeff. Like, it's kind of an off-season race, so. But you know, who knows if they're gonna get wild and crazy? Of course, you are winning some money, but are you getting 100% Stewart or 100% Dungy, or are they just kind of going out there to try a few things and see where they end up? I don't think is bad to say either. But I might go with I think Barsha's my pick. If he's even
It's a solid pick.
I don't know if I don't even he might not even be doing it. I'm just going off the list. And as of right now, I think
Well,
he's
way to
doing
go, you idiot.
What? Well, it's like the Red Bull. Muskin wasn't doing it. And I think they knew he wasn't doing it, but they played it like he was going to be there. Jerks.
Yeah, I wonder when they found out. It did seem like they were not really hyping it, but he was planned to go, and then.
Mm-hmm. So, but no, I think it'll be fun to watch. I'll be tuning in.
You tuning son of a bitch.
I think I'm actually almost be just excited to watch the amateur all-star race. Don't ask me who's doing that one. I didn't click on that one, nor would I know any of them.
Freaking rider list
People.
sucks.
Why?
Just give me a freaking list. I don't care about their friggin' bio and everything.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. I know where you're at there. I hit that thing too. Cause it brings up Stewie right away, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going with Trey Kennard.
Ooh.
He's gonna do it this year.
Nice. Yeah, all right. Jeff, you got a guy?
No, I don't recognize guys by their bodies.
Whoa. Okay. I see how you are.
I don't have a guy. I'll find out on Saturday, depending on who's there.
That's a good plan. That's it, boys. I got nothing. That is the end of my list.
It's over. We never talk anymore, Scott. Why don't we talk?
I know. It's horrible. Good show, though. Good to be back. Thought it went all right.
It's super.
Fabulous.
I apologize for my performance tonight. I know I was horrible.
No.
Don't let it happen again.
Oh, it'll happen again.
Okay, fine. Let it happen again.
I think it's time to go back to drunk podcasts.
That'd be a fantastic idea if it wasn't Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we could.
Might still be a fantastic idea.
Saturday somewhere.
Could possibly be. I don't believe it is Saturday somewhere. I'm not sure how time works, but
I don't really know how you came up with that one, but
Well, maybe someone works second shift.
it's possibly 5 o'clock somewhere. It's I don't know about a different 2 days away.
I don't even think it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's 5:39 somewhere.
Dying. Shit. Shoot. Sorry. Man.
We're suddenly worried about swearing now.
You started out the show saying shitballs.
Jason dropped an F-bomb.
Oh, God. We're going to get kicked off.
I only dropped
I'm the
one.
only good one here.
Ah.
If I only dropped one, that's a good night for me.
I'm trying to make sure we talked about everything. What's talked about Cedar Lake, Moto, that's 2 weeks. Got the banquet on the 23rd. I can't think of anything else. Make sure to I think the one thing I think would be cool is and maybe just have to work on coming up with creative things for the Facebook page, but I threw together that deal for Cedar Lake, and man, people were liking and sharing that stuff. Need to have that happen on all our stuff.
Start liking and sharing, people.
Yeah, man, not that hard. But yeah, so like us on Facebook, social media. What do we got? Instagram is at Talkin Moto Podcast. Twitter is at Talkin Moto. Facebook, obviously, Talkin Moto. So,
Deadline for Spring Creek banquet tickets, Friday, October 30th. The banquet is November 14th at Treasure Island Resort and Casino.
are you getting a room, getting crazy?
No. I can't afford a room.
Dang it.
I'm going to have to hitchhike to get there.
Let's see. I think that's it. It's over. So, hopefully Stewie can keep it on 2 wheels. If not, won't be surprised. Won't be surprised. Hopefully Dungy's shifter stays on. That's it. That's all I got. You guys good?
Eh,
Maybe.
good enough.
Yes, sir. Do it.
All right,
Good
guys.
enough.
We're out of here.
Peace out.